I'm a huge fan of Inside the Factory, where you get right amongst the industrial food mixers and the chocolate squirters. There's one question...
Hang on. Has it got anything to do with an hairnet?
Yes!
Yeah.
Greg, why do they make you wear the hairnet?
The honest answer is, it's not just hair that can fall into food mixes.
Yeah.
It's also sweat.
Oh.
Will this get any better?
No.
It's about to get worse when I ask my question, actually. Is it true that you use Twitter as Tinder?
Well, back in the day, I was always on the lookout for the next ex-Mrs Wallace. And Twitter, I always felt, was great because you could meet people, but it wasn't a dating site.
True.
Right? So I've been with my Anna now for 10 years and we met on Twitter.
Oh,
But, Greg, that's nice. But what you're saying to us, my brother, is before you met that lovely wife of yours, you were getting bare shags out of Twitter, innit?
OK, come on, elbows deep in the Meg, like Prince Harry. In we go! I can't believe I just said that. I'm sorry, Meg.
it's a wallet, Greg Wallet.
Meg, ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I was 16.
OK,
I'd left home.
yeah.
Well, they'd asked me to leave. I'm trying to paint the Dickensian picture
I
of
know.
me as a bit of a...
I had fingerless gloves
Yeah.
and a candle to work.
Bit of like... I had a job in a dry cleaners in Peckham and going through the bundle of clothes that I had to put into the machine, and I found a wallet with about 20 quid in it. So I nicked it. And then the fella came in and he said, "Have you found a wallet?" And I said, "Funny enough, we have, yeah. It's got no money in it." And I came back with it.
I guess you could say you took him to the cleaners.
Now, Matt, I believe you have some beans to spill on one of our panel here.
I was having a nice meal at a restaurant and I was about halfway through my dinner and then...
Was I there?
Yeah.
So it's to do with Gregors. Right, goes.
Greg inboxed your missus on Twitter.
Not as far as I know.
Was it the cafe I used to have in Putney?
Yeah.
Was I sober?
Hard to say.
I can't imagine what I would have done.
Did he serenade you?
No.
Shame.
Did he steal your wallet, Matt?
He stole something.
Stole something.
I stole something
Greg's having
in
it.
my own cafe. This is brilliant.
Your virginity.
Go on, Greg.
Your fries.
Oh,
I got it!
you got it.
Amazing.
I'm guessing I might have said something like, "Do you need an expert palate to taste your chips?"
You came over for a chat and you were just chatting and I thought we were getting on very well. You obviously thought we were getting on even better because you just... you just came over, took a chip, winked at me and said, "Enjoy," and ate the chip and then walked off.
Amazing. Greg, please, hit us with your worst.
Well, I was a greengrocer, and actually, I never actually got a chance to work on a stall. It was always wholesale, so I never got the chance to shout out, "Lovely aubergines, tell your mum." So, Covent Garden Market, I was a young warehouseman, and I had a boss who I'm pretty sure used to drink too much. And he'd come in every day, smelling like a bottle of Pinot.
Daddy?
And he always used to pick on me and the state of the scales. Now, everybody used the scales to weigh stuff, but he always used to pick on me. So, cups of tea in the polystyrene. When it was really cold, we'd have a wazza.
What's a wazza?
That was a cup of tea before you put the whiskey in it. we'd have a wazza, and then I found his, took the polystyrene lid off, and rubbed a habanero chili around the room, stuck it back, and sneaked away. And he just screamed.
Oh, Greg.
When they heard that you were giving a spicy rimming story, I think they were expecting something a bit more colourful.
what we've gone and done here is plop a mystery guest into my booth, OK? This person has been historically wronged by one of our panel here, and it's up to them to work out just who the Jeff it could be and what the Jeff they should fucking apologise for. And to help us with the clues, it's Nuts the Squirrel!
Oh, hello, Mel. It's great to be here. Do you know, I've been gagging, I tell you, to get back on the telly. Oh, I've heard even Savile's got a new show on Netflix, yeah.
Gregors, who's in the booth that needs an apology?
It would be the great chef Michel Roux Jr. He's a smiley, happy bloke, but in the kitchen he is serious. And they were filming in his kitchen and he asked for a peeler and somebody handed him a bright pink peeler. And apparently he got grumpy and went, I can't work with this. Well, he said, well, who's giving me that? Who's going?
I cannot work with this.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think he was born in Battersea.
OK.
So I found a website with unusual peelers. And I sent a couple to him anonymously. One was a deep-sea diver and the other one was a topless woman handle. And he came into the studio, he went, who's being funny? I went, well, I don't know. Well, it must be one of the boys at work. Went into the production office, went, here's my credit card. At your break, go on and find the most unusual peelers you can. And every day, about 6 or 7 different peelers turned up in his kitchen. I ran up a bill of about 300 quid.
Hey, Greg, you clearly know your kitchen utensils. What would you use for these spuds? Way!
No, that's enough.
It's my balls.
Off you go.
It's
No,
my...
we know
Hey,
it's
Mel, do you want to see my impression of 2 Greg Wallaces fighting in a bush?
Oh, nuts.
Oi,
No, thank
get
you.
off
No.
me. Oh, I'm on MasterChef. No, I'm on MasterChef. 5 minutes remaining.
So I got invited to a wedding. I'd been to loads of weddings before, but I'd never been to a wedding where, like, the bride and the groom were both white, OK?
Wow.
So I was like, this is new. I was excited, a little bit stressed about the concept of what might be dished up for the food.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
Yeah.
all boiled potatoes and that's long. I'm not into that,
There's always a lot of quiche at white-on-white weddings.
Yeah.
Greg would have had a lot of sweeties at his latest wedding because his bride is 21 years younger than him.
In fact, she's 22 years younger than me. And I was really pleased when she had a baby, because it was someone at home more her own age to talk to.
And my mate's mum, the mother of the bride, Auntie comes to me now, and Auntie's like, shall we have a dance and that? I was like, yeah, OK. So we went into the dance floor, we're 2-stepping away, and then she starts trying to tell me that she knows Punjabi, the language. Did she fuck know Punjabi? She was whispering all kinds of shit in my ear that made noise. It was just noises. She was saying, and I was a bit offended. But I was like, fuck you invite me to the wedding, I've got to stay here. So she was doing all that business, and before I knew it, she looked me dead in the eyes. I was looking her in the eyes, and then, she kissed me on the lips in front of everybody. And the wildest thing is, no one gave a shit.
Were you into it or not?
Like, 27, 38%.
Can I ask him in Punjabi?
If you want to get yourself more cancelled.